The station that keeps it rocking 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Grizz Biz My 2 cents.
Hey. I keep smoke by the pound and women by the dozen. Polo logos at the top, but I don't hustle around with nothing. Keep it real and play it straight. I like buy women and money, make it both ways, baby. We get paid by any means. Get the hustle from my daddy and it's showing in my jeans. That's why every celebration come equipped with Hennessy. Grab the backwoods on some Frontos, ain't no relos, nigga. Just a couple chocolate women and some red bones, nigga. And she tryna plug her homie, so her friends came with her. She don't know too much about it, just we ain't lame niggas. That's a go. Play it down the middle, tryna kick it, that's a goal. Tryna get to know you for a minute, that's for sure. Hey, you know the vibe alright in here. Hey. It's a couple real niggas, room full of bad bitches. You keep that shit 300, babe, but we ain't fucking with you. I'm like, hey, senorita, it's really nice to meet you. It's a cold, cold world. You should come and be my heater. Get close, baby.
But you close enough now, back it up like you docking it. I'm not mincing my words, bitch, make that whole drop like it's rocks in it. I keep quiet like a sock in it and let you climb on top of it and pop the trunk, remove the system, give your bastard son or sister. I'm half playing, never mind me. I've been off the shit since 7 times 3 and there's plenty pussy, but I'm choosing you. I know you think I'm God, but you ain't met the crew. I got plans for you. I ain't gonna hold you, but your man ain't for you. Promise that you notice me, old looking ass nigga. You grown and life came to get you. That ain't your baby, that's your trophy. To make my thoughts, that's what your whole think. I heard her planning out the whole thing, and now you just baby food, baby clothing, and I bet you wish she never met the whole team.
let's go!
The station that keeps it rocking 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Grizz Biz My 2 cents.
Let's give me a round. Yes. Wednesday to Wednesday. And when I tell you Wednesday to Wednesday, it's been a Wednesday to Wednesday. It's been one of them one Wednesdays, you know. Today started off a good day because it's Wednesday. And excited about my guests. And got home, got ready to do my thing, and couldn't find my phone. I swore up and down the neighbors stole my damn phone. I swore up and down I dropped it in the freezer. I swore up and down I dropped it somewhere. I dropped the damn phone somewhere, and I couldn't find it. So I'm telling everybody, I'm texting everybody on my other phone. And it's just, I can't never see what's going on. Is that Ivory the Aries? Yes, it's Ivory the Aries. Let's give Ivory the Aries a round of applause today. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good to see your face. Good to see your face. It'd be greater if it's in the place to be, but that's okay. We happy to see you. I know Tyann coming on in a little later. How was your Wednesday to Wednesday?
Exciting and, just taking it one day at a time. I'm not complaining about my Wednesday to Wednesday. And we're getting every day is one day closer to my baby is going to be going to kindergarten. And so I don't know how to deal with it.
Are you just as nervous? He ain't even nervous. You the one nervous. He don't even know what's going on right now. When they start?
On next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. You're going to, it's not the fact that how he's going to deal with it. It is about you. You're going to be so sad. You ain't going to know what to do with yourself.
Nope, but it'll be all right. I'm going to make it.
You're going to make it. That's what's up. Before we get started, let's go ahead and run the Bagman, and put up the Jarman and Joe's Cuts commercial. And I'm also, after that, going to read off a couple of the ladies who did their thing and applied to the post. So I'm going to give them a shout out too.
Hey, how you doing? It's the Bagman at the Bagman Store. Make sure you follow us at the Bagman Store on IG and check us out under Facebook under Bagman. And we also got a website under bagmanbagman.com. First and foremost, we do have the pound bags, as you can see. Nice big old pound bags. We carry the regular matte bags, the holographic bags. We even have the shake cutout bags. We also carry edible bags as well. But I bet you didn't know that we carry these pop tops, we carry these jars, and we carry the tin cans. We also got doob tubes, and a lot of people don't even know this. We carry the vape cartridges, so just in case you want to start your own vaping company or you want to have your presentation up to par, we do have these. We have boxes to go with them as well. So come on down to 3020 Colerain Avenue and cop you some packaging and build up your presentation today and watch your money grow so high. And if I didn't say it before, I'm going to say it again. We have free shipping if you're out of town and you need some products shipped to you. Get at us at 513-299-7550 if you have some more information that you need to get from me. All right? Enjoy your day, build up your bankroll, and I'll see you later. Peace.
Bagman.
Hey, how you doing? It's the Bagman.
Bagman. Let's give it up for Bagman. He's also working on a company that's doing raw papers and so forth with us. So, but also I want to give another one of our sponsors. I don't know if you was able to put 513-266-8290. You can get estimates at JarmanSolutionsLLC.com on the certified electricians, and they do it all. If you go to their homepage on Facebook and Instagram, you'll be able to see exactly what they do, and they do a lot. When I tell you they do a lot, they do a lot. From Tesla, putting in Tesla outlets to outlets in the house, anything electrician, they do it. Rewiring boxes. You know, a lot of these boxes are not up to code. These brothers can get it in. It's a family-owned business, black-owned business, and that's what they do. So let's give a round of applause for German Home Solutions, one of our sponsors. Another one of our sponsors is Dank Nation. So I want everybody to go to danknation.co and grab your gear. I'm telling you, this is about to be the hottest thing smoking. So you want to be ahead of the curve. I'm going to tell you, it's a strand, and it's coming 2024. It's coming 2024. So, yeah, we want to give Dank Nation a round of applause, too. I'll be putting that stuff on here, so go get your thing. And Miss Ivory, we're going to run Joe's commercial, too.
Are we running it, production?
Yeah, he should be.
Your next haircut because you can't find a quality barber that can give you the perfect cut at the right price? Then you need to go to Joe Cuts. Joe Cuts is located at 1187 West Galbraith Road, right at the corner of Galbraith and Daly. He is great with kids, and he's mastered haircuts and styles for both women and men. With convenient hours from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, you can walk in anytime, or you can call Joe, 513-344-2409. That's 513-344-2409 to schedule an appointment. No matter your age, no matter your style, Joe has you covered. Whether it's your weekend event or that very important job interview, before you go, make sure you see Joe at 1187 West Galbraith Road. You never get a second chance to make a first impression, so call Joe Cuts today, where the cut makes the difference.
All right, let's give Joe a round of applause. Master Barber in the building, a heavy supporter of GRIZZBIZMY2SENSE, and of course Ivory the Aries with news you can use. But before I get into our guests, I got to give a couple more to the women who paid attention, because this month is Black Business Month, and every month for us is Black Girl Shine and Black Girl Magic. You know what I'm saying? So I put out a post this morning to tag black women who have their own business and doing their thing. So the ones who paid attention, we got Jamie Shea with Marcella's Box. Ooh, they doing big things with Marcella's Box. You understand me? You understand me? And I watched it grow from this to this. In a minute, I might ask her for a job. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of company is it, Grizz?
Oh, she does T-shirts. She does My GRIZZBIZ thing I have on back on my car, decals,
Graphic design.
all of that. Yeah, she makes decals for your businesses. The card. Remember, that's the my daughter-in-law to be made me the thing.
I
So
just want the audience to know the business you're promoting. You didn't say what
it
it
was.
is that she
Yeah,
services.
yeah. She
put them on to her. She graphic design, y'all. He said the wraps, card wraps, detail,
book
graphic
bags,
tees,
cups, everything you can think of that your little mind can think of. She can do it. She can do it. So give her a good shout out. Appreciate her. And then we have Beta Fish with Clean On Me Incorporated for all your cleaning needs. That's what's up. So those two ladies are the only ones that paid attention. So we got T-shirts for them from Dank Nation coming to them. We appreciate them and wish them the best of success. But ladies and gentlemen, without further any ado, you know, like I said, it's Black Girl Magic and Black Girl Shine. Today's guest has been a veteran, a stronghold in radio and entertainment in Cincinnati. You know, she's a pioneer and she's still going. You know, she reminded me, that's why I said, well, I didn't add you to the post, but I got to link you up with Sugar T2 and E40 and all them and their movement because you always positive. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for Queen Ebony J. Wynn. You know what I'm talking about? 100.3 RNB, Cincy. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? That's what's up. That's what's up. I was so upset last week because I thought you was on and you was like, sir, we had this, and I had to go read again because I get chewed. I'm just telling you. She'll tell you I get chewed. So I'm so glad you're here. How you doing?
Hey, how are you doing, King? And how's my queen doing today?
Hello, lady. How are you, Miss Queen Ebony J? It's a pleasure to have you today. Thank you for attending and gracing us with your presence a little bit. I don't know how long we have you for, but I wanted to try to get our viewers and audience as much Miss Ebony J information and time as they can possibly receive. So Grizz definitely gave you a huge, great introduction as far as being a pioneer in the radio scene. We have heard you from our smooth groove R&B all the way to turn up after school time on the 101 on the Wiz. So we are well aware that you wear many hats. We see you, you know, often engaging and encouraging the youth with different programs, and I even follow you on social media, Instagram, and so I'm always seeing you working. How is work?
Look, I won't complain at all. I literally just got finished working out. Tonight I have to go to Mango's. I'm going to be DJing there for karaoke.
Let's give Mango's a round of applause. If you don't know, that's J. Raj. And he got something else popping off, too. He told me he did, but you know what I'm talking about? You always got something. How's karaoke going out there?
Oh, it's going good. I love it because it's just always fun. And I love it because people come and celebrate their birthday. So they're always down to turn up and have a good time. And I just like the vibe.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Karaoke is fun. It's definitely fun. If you're willing to step outside of your shell a little bit and have a grand old time, karaoke is one of them places where you can unwind and, you know, do what you want to do when the crowd is like, you go, girl. You can't sing a lick sometimes, but you know how it be.
We judge. Yeah, I tell people all the time, it's like your auntie singing her favorite song. We not judging. The whole goal is that you come out and you have a good time. So I like to keep that energy up, let people, you know, really enjoy themselves and, you know, cheer them on, whether they did good or bad, because you can't really do bad. It's karaoke. We having fun. Sing it, sing it the way you sing. Tell them, we gonna clap at the end. No booing here.
That's what's
Only
up.
thing you can be in karaoke is too sober, in my opinion. So
too sober.
That's how I approach karaoke, honey.
So we got you for a short period of time because you're always busy and so forth, and I know your time is valuable. You can't get that lost back, so I understand that. But I'm gonna just get straight to it right quick while we can. Give us a background. What made you go in on the radio, and tell the people how long you've been doing radio? What made you get into it first?
Oh, wow. it's been a long journey, over 10 years actually. Since I was a little girl, I always said I wanted to be a teacher, preacher, and on the radio. I was 5 years old. Everybody laughed, said I was crazy, and told me to pick one. And ever since Mama pull over, they said they at Walmart. They down at Kroger. We got to pull to Kroger. And, after just being, recognized by them and constantly following them around, popping up at their events. Then I went to Hughes Center where we had a communication program. So I interned with them there during my time in high school, went to college, got into radio, interned again right before I graduated, and finally landed my dream job. I had a Cinderella story, land my dream job at Radio 1 Cincinnati, where I started working at 101.1 The Wiz. I was there for 3.5 years, 4 years, and then moved over to 100.3, and I've now been over here at 100.3 for 4.5 years. So it's just been a beautiful journey just to grow. The things that I used to think in my head, seeing them come to life is just it's powerful. And I just try to really honestly get everybody, my mission is to get them to see how powerful they truly are. If you believe it, if you manifest it, you speak it to it exist. I mean, I told everybody, and you didn't have to ask me what I want to do. I was just gonna say, hey, how you doing? I hope you having a good day. I want to be on the radio one day. And then it would just go from there. Like I would just tell the world just growing up. And then I woke up every morning just practicing, what it would be like if I got a mic, what would I say? And then just growing up in the church, from leading prayer to directing the choir to being in the women's ministry to, I just always had leadership roles. So I tell people, think about what it is that you really, really want to do in life. What are the skills that you need to actually do the job? Find some jobs that you can do that's going to teach you those skills, and then shoot your shot for where you're trying to go. Because honestly, where we're at now, people don't really have internships. They struggling with trying to get help, but businesses need help. So you can always create a job, create an opportunity. And that's really honestly what I learned, network, get to know people, see how I can help, be a resource. And I've just been able to grow and now I have my own media company where I am helping small business owners, nonprofits, podcasters, figuring out how to monetize, how to build, how to do what you love, have fun, but still make money. Like we all want to be able to live and love what we do. I love getting up every day and helping my clients. I love shooting the videos, coming up with the content for them. I love being on the camera. I love the DJing. I love the people. So I'm literally doing what I love all the time. And so
we can tell in the way that you describe it. You can really it's really in you. It's not on you, honey. It's in you. So it ain't nothing that can be taught. But we know that today's world is definitely speak your piece. Shoot your shot is definitely the way of what's going on right now, because we see people that we never heard of yesterday become these huge, what society calls overnight success stories. But we don't get to see the background of the hard work and what goes into that. And so you definitely spoke a lot into how persistent you were, what kind of skills you used. The networking is a huge part. I tell people often, it's rarely about what you know and often about who you know. Sometimes just the right place, right time, and knowing the right person gets you in a situation that you could have had a doctorate degree and still couldn't have got in that same situation. So not to discourage education on any level, but networking is definitely something that if media or radio or whatever is something that you want to do, you got to get out there and do the networking part of it. So when it comes to networking, some of your biggest collaborations, obviously you have your radio, you have your own segment on the Wiz, which if anybody in Cincinnati they know what's going on when Ebony J is on the radio, it's turning up. But you do a lot when it comes to the kids, and so we missed some of the I missed some of the back to school events, but I heard you had a huge turnout at your back to school event that you co-hosted with some of the other host on the radio. How did that go for you guys?
So we do it every year. It's annual down at Sawyer Point. Listen, Blake Maisland always turns up. This year he turned up and gave people tickets to the what is it? The Hello Gorgeous. I keep saying it wrong. The Hello Gorgeous tour with Mary J. Blige, Queen Naja, and Ella Mai, right? That people was lined up for that. But what really blew us up this year is that we gave away sneakers. So we give away school supplies all the time, but this year it's like, we know you really do be needing help getting the baby some shoes, so we gave away sneakers. They had the icy place there, you know, it was just a lot of different school supply giving, and I just was super excited to be a part of it. It's grown every year. It keeps growing and getting bigger and bigger, so it's something we do every single year. I tell people, make sure you set your calendars, you know we gonna do it. I pulled up at 10 o'clock and people had already beat me there.
Well, we gonna beat you there next year. How about that? Because we need to get in some of this giving back to the community and let the people know that what do you call that? Is that philanthropy? Is that what that's called? Is that what that is? That's called philanthropy, ain't it? Or something like that. I might be too. Yeah. So we got to do that and put that on our resume. So when these people come looking around, they already sniffing. They'll be sniffing the right stuff. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what's up.
Go to my website, subscribe to the page. Like, that's the best number one thing you can do, because I'm always doing something different all the time. You know, I did that event. I did another event with a church when we did a Jamming for Jesus sessions. We gave away school supply. I did something with CCPA. They were getting everybody back and ready for school. I'm doing an event tomorrow with another school and Hughes. Like, so I tell people all the time, I'm always doing something in the community, because I truly believe in being a servant. Like, I am a servant for the Lord. Everything that I do is because God tell me to do it. Other than that, I don't move. And I tell people, you got to get to know who you are, get to know yourself. For me, it was a long journey. I've had a long story of many different places and rooms that I've been in, but I had to figure out what rooms I needed to be in, what rooms were going to help me grow, what rooms were going to help me give back, what rooms were going to help me get my mission done, right? And so you got to think about the same thing as it relates to you and your life and your business. Like, how those answers first, then shoot your shot. Because other than that, what I've learned is people always shooting their shot. They gonna shoot their shot, and you gonna end up living somebody else's dream, doing something somebody else wants you to do, but you're upset or you're not happy or you still feel a certain way, but it's because you wasn't even honest with yourself. You never took the moment out to sit down and even figure out what you needed, what you wanted, where you wanted to go. And I found myself there so many times. So having this, platform, being able to work with Radio 1 Cincinnati has been truly amazing. But I've definitely had the opportunity to grow. We got the Black Family Reunion this year.
Yes, Black Family Reunion. That starts Friday through Sunday. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? So if anybody's watching, and you watch this later on, because that's when our views go up, is after later on people view it. But hey, keep your badass kids and your badass adults away from the Black Family Reunion. We don't need no shenanigans. We need a nice, peaceful thing. That's what it's for. Black folks coming together, not running, ducking, hiding, none of that bull crap. So I'm
definitely gonna say, let's have a peaceful turnout for our listeners. If you ain't feeling peaceful, stay your ass at home, because everybody don't want to be involved in your drama. No. But I want to kind of play up to the education part of it. So I know, are you still affiliated with the Broadcasting Ohio Media School?
I mean, there's no bad blood. We definitely have always had a great relationship. A lot of people think I went to school there. Like, no, I'm never attended the media school. I have a lot of coworkers that have. I'm a graduate from NKU. However, I did and was over there teaching.
I'm a graduate from NKU.
Was the director of media and curriculum, helping the students, and I built their curriculum. So I love teaching. Education has always been a part, as I said in the beginning. I always said I wanted to be teacher, preacher, and on the radio. So by the grace of God, that was able to happen. But we're always doing something with the media school. They actually were at the event that we did for the back to school drive. They're going to be at the Black Family Reunion. So it's always a great relationship. I still actually get some of their interns as they come through. I have interns that work from the media school, and I've actually hired some students from media school to actually work for my company. So that's also a great partnership that I've been able to have. And it's been truly a blessing to work with them, as well as my relationship with the Hamilton County Commissioner. I've been able to work for and help with the
That's Alicia Reese, right?
Cincinnati Walk of Fame.
Yes, Alicia Reese. Give her a round of applause. We done reached out. You need to reach out to your girl and tell her we've been trying to get her on here. She need to make time to get on GRIZZBY is my 2 cents. I know she busy and all. You know what I'm talking about. But I went to church with her. But anyway.
She a different kind of busy. Like, let's be clear. She's a different kind of busy.
Different kind of busy.
Kind of fights.
Right. That's all right. That's all right.
But I wanted to kind of mention that because I just wanted to kind of let the listeners know the many different bridges they have in order to connect with you in some kind of way. And we spoke about that networking piece. So I'm always all about networking. So people, if your goal or ambition or something is to work in broadcasting, Ebony J, okay, you might want to hit her up, put her in your Rolodex because this woman is busy. She's positively busy and always working. You talked about your long journey and having some transformations and places that you've been. I want to just speak on one of your most noticeable journeys was your health journey, right? And I want to say from woman to woman, you look amazing. And I have seen, like I said, I follow you on social media, so I was able to see some of your beginning and your now. And it is outside of health, I want to say that it kind of, the other aspects of it is you just seem a little more upbeat. Did that come with this health journey?
Yeah, it definitely did. Like I tell people all the time, you'd be surprised what people are going through on the inside. So my job is to put a smile on, regardless of how I feel. I gotta smile. Like I got job, right? But when you can really smile and you just like really feel happy, it's a different feeling. And I just feel like everybody is finally seeing me like really happy, and maybe you're noticing how it was when I just masked it. For a very long time, I was just really unhappy with myself. I didn't like, I couldn't go the next mile with brands. I felt like they were trying to give me clothes and I couldn't wear them right, or I would wear them and didn't like them. It was just, I would show up to events. People want to take pictures. I don't even know what I put on. Like, I don't even like this. You know, everything had to come together in its own way. And me really going and working out really helped me learn how much I was putting me to the backside and putting everybody else before. Like literally, I just came from working out before I did this and was freaking out. Like, I had to move my session around to 5 o'clock, but had she not been able to do that 5, I would have missed it today to do the interview. So I tell people, like, I know it's hard. Like, I know you have a busy life, because I do. I have an extremely busy life, but in my head, I've had to put that time block on the calendar to make sure that I'm gonna be there. And when it's not on the calendar is when I don't make it. It's when it's in my head, I'm gonna make it at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock or whatever time we set, but it ain't on that calendar. So when the next like, well, Eb, can we meet at boom, boom, boom? Yep, we can. And then the next day coming, like, it's like, no, we can't. Oh, shoot, I'm going to miss my session because I put somebody else before me. So time management always been my number one jam. Like, I can.
Yes, I can go back to your social media, girl, from when I first started following you, and you were teaching time management. Write it down. I don't care what else you do. Live by your calendar. You have always preached that. So I'm so glad to see that you are still living by something that you prioritize very highly. And I, like, for real, no. We can go back and look at some of your early social media postings, and that's something you always said. But I do want to say to you that you are definitely wearing this health journey very well. You look amazing. You look happy. It is exuding from you in a different place, because when Grizz first talked about having this interview with you and reaching out to you, and I was a little apprehensive because I was like, I think I've reached out to her before about something, and I know it's, nothing personal, but I'm like, I don't want to seem like I'm not the bugaboo type. You know what I mean? If we can make it happen, we can, but I'm not going to ever be on somebody's back trying to hound. But I was like, I think it would be a really good show because she has so much to share, not just on this information page, but just personally, woman to woman. we're very big on encouraging and uplifting other women, especially Grizz is a married man. He has a daughter. He has a son that has a child. So I think he looks at Black woman empowerment as much as we do also. And so I was kind of really looking forward. And I just wanted the, listeners, the viewers to get as much information. So what else is it that you're working on that could benefit people that are looking into media or people that are wanting to just kind of take a part and help their community the same way you do? What kind of, are there volunteers? Are there events? What do you do for people that can't consistently do something, but they're like, you know what, shoot, I'm gonna jump in and pitch in and help in some way?
So 3 different things. I have a listserv where I have like some women who have offered to help, where I send off my events throughout the week. So I'll send them events, they come, and it's just a great way for them to come and pitch and learn, and really like on hand. Like you can read a book all day long, but like what you gonna do? Can you pitch and talk about your brand while you here working for another brand? Like, do you know how to communicate? So little things like that, I assist there. Like I said, I also have the internship program. So it's a actual 12-week program that you go through where you actually learn what I do, how I do it, and the formula and stuff. And then you begin to do more work for the company for another 12 weeks, and then you can land a position. Some people, again, may have other options after or still may want to work. But we go through that after we get there, of course. And then my third option is that I have the Media Coin Society. Well, I guess it's 4. I have the Media Coin Society and the Media Coin Academy. So Media Coin Academy is how it all started. That is a 12-week program where you are getting, like every week, you're getting a session learning how to run your business, whether it's a media company, a podcast. Like I even had people who like were just public speakers who wanted to join, but I'm teaching you the media side. So you may not know how to write a press release. You may not know what a press kit look like. You may not know how to write a sponsorship. Every week you learning something different, right? That's what you get in the Media Coin Academy. And it's real intense. If you want a VIP, the VIP means we have a session with everybody as a group every week, but then we also do a meeting one-on-one every week. That's an option. Or you can just get the regular, join in and have the group coaching. That's an option. And then people that graduate from there after the 12 weeks, what we do is go into a month-to-month basis. So where we meet twice a month, we do a session. And you're still learning, you're still growing, because again, I'm still taking classes, I'm still growing, I have different mentors. So I'm always investing in learning new things to help your business grow and help you figure out how you're not marketing or what media you could be doing, right? And so that's another level that you get tools, you get templates, like all of this come with the mentorship. I have one client that she has a foodies brand, Foodies with the Cutie. You may have heard of her. We built her brand from the very bottom to where it is now. The girl done went viral. I told her all the time, girl, you done passed me with the numbers. Everything that I've taught her, she has went and did the work for her. She has grown. She's, she come back all the time. She's building her sponsorship package now based upon the class. Then she comes back with it. I go over it and then I do the rest. So it's a different level of mentorship. It's, of course, what I've learned throughout the years is that a lot of people do work up on me, but just making sure they walk away with the right knowledge and being able to know what they're doing and how they can still continue to grow their business. That's always been my biggest way. That's more important than me. So I have those levels that you can work with me. And then I do accountability as well. So people do, like, I do help clients monthly with their business coming in. 1 month we focusing solely on your business plan and where you missing now. The next month we may be focusing on your podcasting. How can you get sponsors and get it all paid for? Then the following month we focusing on your program and you want your listeners to be happy. Like, I can do so much. Most of my clients stick around from 2 to 3 years because they grow with me. Like as I'm growing, they're growing as well. So there's many different options. I am the host that does the most. Whether you want me to host your events, you want me to come DJ, you want to come and get some motivation, I can help you there. But on the other side, for my business owners, I help with social media. You know, I have social media management packages where we create your graphics, your captions, and stuff like that. We also help you with your press kits, your bio, stuff like that. We
press kits and all that kind of stuff. Some people don't understand that is a direct relation also when it comes to music. How many people come to you and like, can you put my song on the radio? And you like, boy or girl, this ain't that. I want people to understand that because you're in radio does not mean Ebony J is like, hey, I want such and such and bring Ray and bring TT over here. I'm playing all their songs in the next 15 minutes. Radio ain't that. So when people are trying to connect with you and communicate with you in regards to music, how different is that from what you do with media?
So I'm so glad you asked that question, Queen, because ever since I've left the Wiz and no longer did the Ebony J show, I put artists in a different capacity. So they still call and ask for me to do their music or can you play a song? And it's like, well, you can send me the song now as the DJ. I can play it during my sets, right? That's how I can help you. Can I listen? Yeah, I can listen. I can critique it, break it down, tell you how you can market it, who your audience is, because most of these people don't know who their audience is. They don't know what their message is. I can listen to 3 songs on your album and tell you who your message and your audience is based upon what I'm hearing.
So let me ask you, I'll interrupt you right quick. Let me ask you, in accordance to that, which I was just asking, you talking about artists. Now, on the show, we, like I said, is Black Girl Magic and Black Girl Shine. I have a lot of female R&B artists coming on the show whose albums and music is really, 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 really good. Have any of those people reached out to you? And
well,
if not, how
I've
do they?
spoken to and have relationships with a lot of different female artists. I think for my female artists and for our artists is that they need to learn, bring the people to you. Right? Because we all want to go to a platform. You all have a podcast. This is your platform. Nobody can tell you what you can do, how you can do it, nothing, right? I go to the radio station. That's not my platform. I'm using somebody else's platform and going based upon it and have rules and have to do certain things around that limitation. So my artists, you want to be hired, you want to be booked, you want us to market you and pay you for a show. Well, are you having your own shows? Are you bringing your own crowd? Are you bringing your own audience? Because let's be honest here, there's not a lot of places for our R&B artists to really go perform.
Right.
And if you're not doing open mics, how are you growing? How are you building?
Right.
Besides social media, which social media is what everybody is really having to do right now. If you want to grow and build, and with the reels is a great way to free market yourself where you're not really spending as much money as you used to.
Do you think the radio is dying or going to die because of streaming? That's the main thing I wanted to ask you about radio and versus streaming.
Hey, I've been hearing that and been told that so long since before I actually got on radio. My teacher, Miss Kennedy, who's still at Hughes, said, don't go into radio because it's dying. But guess what? Radio's going to always live as long as it stay local. Period, point blank. As long as you can win some tickets on there, it's a free platform. We still can give you the news and talk about the local stuff right then, right now. Will people still listen to that? Yes. There are people that still just faithfully listen to the radio. While there are your new people that listen to the iPad, the other stuff, we got all these other options. So I don't believe that it's going to die off. I believe, again, they just have to continue to work hard and build their game. If they start adapting and catching on to these podcasts a little bit more and syncing them with radio, then they'll be able to, live a little bit longer. But it's just all about really the people at the top.
That's what's up. Well, we know you got to get out of here.
Holding us back.
Right. Well, we know you got to get out. This was a fast interview, and it became a ladies' interview. You were sitting back, and you guys was just chopping it up. I was enjoying it. I was trying to get some words in, but I just said let me sit back and let the girls talk. Let the girls go ahead and do their thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I be trying to stuff people be wanting me to want to know. So I know these are the questions we're going to get out quick, fast, and in a hurry before we lose any more time. So thank you. I really appreciate you being open and being candid. And tell us again, for our viewers, if they're wanting to connect with you, what's the best way?
You can go on my website, MissEbonyJ.com. I'm dropping a new one actually in September the 1st. Get ready for the relaunch of the brand. And I'm a links of all the new stuff that's going to be happening. You just want to subscribe and stay tuned to everything that we have coming up. Also, connect with me on my social media. Facebook is my jam, okay? So you want to be my Facebook friend, regardless if you don't be any other friend, get on my Facebook because that's where I post everything, and that's where you get the raw. Instagram is solely the money maker, so we post on there to talk about the brand. We got so many great new content coming up for you where we're going to be giving you a lot of this free stuff, free tips. So this was really a great interview. I'm so glad you all asked me these questions. I can't wait for this to drop so I can reuse some of this content because it's really about helping you level up in 2022. And really, I'm just trying to prepare you for 2023. That's what we're planning voting for. So if you need me, slide in my DMs, or for real, just go on the website, okay? Because the DMs get crazy. I'm gonna just the website is the best way that you will get a response because they will tell you it's really hard to I don't have an assistant. So I like to really be hands-on with a lot of things. My assistants help me in other ways, not in that way. So if you want to reach me and you need me ASAP, you want to go on the website. That's where you're going to get a #1 response. Okay? I love y'all.
Thank you.
Love you. And see you at the top, Queen.
Yes,
all right. Good round of applause for Queen Ebony J. doing her thing. All righty. Ivory the Aries. News you can use, honey. What's up with that? There's a lot of news. What you think about? Hold on. Before you get started, what you think is going to happen with Donald Trump? What you think?
Oh, Donald Trump getting ready to go to court. And it's not really so much to have anything to do with the charges at hand, because he should have been jailed for the insurrection, of course. However, this is simply just preventing Donald Trump to be able to run for presidency coming up in the next election. We see past the smoke and mirrors. I think they just don't want to deal with another Donald Trump election at all on any level. So I think most of this is just to prevent that.
You think you're going to do jail time?
I'll be realistic too. We all know that at the end of everything, they probably won't even charge Donald Trump with nothing. They're just holding him up from being able to move forward politically. So.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I think somebody said that, but that might be true too. Because I thought if he goes to jail, he's going to kill himself.
Another January 6th situation with Donald Trump, the election, the rigging, the blah, blah, blah. Society doesn't want to deal with it. The world leaders don't want to deal with it. So this is, I think it's just for that.
Mm-hmm. So what else you got? What you got?
News you can, okay, well, there were several things. We kind of, we talked last week. Your guy, we kind of spoke on him. The one that speaks out. I can't remember his name for nothing, but he speaks out all the time about the rent gang and blah blah blah.
Charleston White.
He was the one.
Yeah, Charleston White.
What's his name?
Charleston White.
Yeah. And so he was on this week's episode of Tell Tuckers because he had to come out and publicly apologize for some of the things that he was saying about Nipsey Hussle and some of the Rolling 60 Crips. I'm going to say that correctly because I don't want nobody on my ass. I respect everybody. Don't got nothing to do with me, but he had to make this public apology, sort of. And I think I'm talking about it because it kind of ties in with this whole YSL thing with the threats and the murders that are happening. Like, obviously, a lot of people in the industry are gang related to a larger capacity than what we knew or what we understood it to be. But to see somebody that has been so public with speaking out against some of the things, and then have to kind of backpedal, not in the sense that unsay anything that he said, but offer, I guess, the respect to the Rolling 60 Crips and Nipsey Hussle before he can move forward with making any other public statements, because I think he ain't made no more public statements. So seemingly to me, somebody told him, don't say nothing else until we permit you to, because of this, however they saw the disrespect. Also with what we seeing in the news right now with the whole YSL, if you're not familiar with YSL, it's Young Thug, the Gunna situation where they're fighting this RICO case. And we're seeing where people who were testifying against them and helping the police, names have been released in public. And so they're also facing threats against them and their families. And it's kind of like, wow, the police don't do no policing when it comes to the Black community and these types of things that are preventative. And we see it happening on a much larger scale. But I'm interested to know, Grizz, what you think about how these guys are able to operate. Like, it doesn't seem like the law can really touch them in a way.
Who,
because
the
they
rappers?
still got what they call the gang sympathizers that go out and seek retaliation in whatever way against people, even if the gang does not themselves promote it. So what's your outlook on that?
Well, I'm going to keep it 1,000. If you sitting in jail and you done had people killed and so forth, you deserve to be there. The retaliation, you said it right. These folks ain't concerned. I don't know if they didn't leak names and family members, and I even heard they was targeting kids too, the family kids. So why would you be putting that all on the news and not putting these people in protective custody? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, they said that they are in protective custody. They were in protective custody from the point where they learned about the threats. But let's just be realistic. Like, your family is bigger than the 4 people that live in your house, right? You still got your grandmothers, your aunties, your favorite cousins, or whatever else. Mm-hmm. And they're not going to protect all of those people by any stretch of the imagination. Mm-mm. But what I'm saying is even further than that, the gang members themselves aren't saying, I want y'all to go do this. These people are saying, no, that gang, they're my homies. I respect them. I like them. I like their music. I'm going to go and do it because they ain't gonna do it, or because they are not allowed to do it.
Well, I hope their ass get caught, and I hope to put Charleston White on their ass. And I ain't no snitch, but that's just some ignorant stuff. And ignorance need to go together. Charleston White is ignorant in how he is doing what he's doing. Not ignorant and dumb, because he's far from that. He's very smart, and somebody got to clean it up. And there's a lot of people that talk and won't act. Now, you might say, Grizz, you one of them people. Well, yeah, I'm not going to go sit here and do all this and do that, but I do have programs and things that I think can put and ideas that we could use beyond marching up and down the street to patrol our own neighborhoods and so forth. And they was talking about one of the people snitching was T.I. was also a part of that, supposedly, allegedly. And I could see why people would think that. But if he was snitching, if he was on his Charleston White soapbox, I think there's a fine line, like we talked last week, between codes and reality. And being accountability. If you got people destroying your neighborhood, you got people bringing the value of your neighborhood down, you got people killing and robbing this, that, and the third. Yeah, them people need to go to jail. And if you got to get the police involved, because ain't nobody else patrolling, Everybody else is turning their head and stick to this stupid thing,
Well, nobody can do anything but the police. Nobody can police the community. You can't, you can catch somebody and still ain't nothing you can do about it. If you can't send them to jail, if you can't, I mean, like, what punishment is there of one citizen to give to the next citizen?
No, I'm thinking like, my idea is like the Black Panthers, like them angels that was in New York, whatever they were, and like the Nation of Islam used to do, walk the neighborhoods, and if you're gonna do dirt, you go do dirt somewhere else. That's where I'm at. That keep all that snitching and stuff out. Show some respect. You got to have people involved, and I know nowadays people don't want to do that for fear, like you said, of getting shot. What can you do? Well, if you armed,
You got too many guns on the streets these days for you to be able to. You can't walk up on the street corner of a bunch of drug dealing gangbangers and tell them, "Oh, I don't want y'all over here." I mean, you might could do it a time or two, but once you start interfering with what they call their business, somebody is gonna shoot your goofy ass, and that's gonna be the end of that. And they'll show you. And guess what? The reason why it is that way is because typically they either don't know or don't care enough to find out the culprits of those types of crimes. So you have these people that are standing up for their community and falling victim, and ain't nobody doing shit. The same way ain't do nothing about Martin Luther King or Malcolm X when it came to, they said, oh yeah, the FBI did it, they're behind it. Who suffered any kind of consequence for it? Nobody. So it's like, I can get out here and put my life on the line, but when they kill us off, then what consequence is it for those that don't want to see, the Black community be better? And I think that's really primarily the biggest portion of it that I want to take away for the Black community to actually better itself. The society has to want to allow it to be a better community. You have to stop minimizing the crime, Black on Black crime, but when they commit these same crimes against other races, cultures, or in other neighborhoods, and they get maxed out. That's,
well,
we sing all this fuck these bitches, hoes, and this and that, get these monies, kill these niggas in all of our music, and they got Frank Sinatra. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be a standing point from a much larger scale where we have a value and a respect for our community as Black people for it to be better.
And I think another idea that will work is what we were going to talk about when we had Kelly Prather on and when we had Robert Jones on, Grandpa on. And that is that word lobbyist. Now, if we could come together and find us a lobbyist or get behind somebody and be able to put them in the place that need to be able to suggest to make the laws or changes that necessary, like the death penalty. Forget anything else. If you take somebody's life, you got to go too. No 8 years, because them people ain't coming back who you took, who you shot down here on Vine Street, Beekman Street, Winton Terrace, College Hill, Forest Park, Avondale, Kennedy Heights, down the way. You can go through every neighborhood and find some Black man, woman, or child murdered, killed. And either that person is alive still, or they've done their time and they're still out, they come out, but your loved one is gone. So I believe that if they implemented that, and not just for Black folks, but all across the board, you kill somebody, you got to die. If you maliciously kill...
Yeah, but you can also factor in reasons why somebody might have killed somebody, because you hear about some of these murders and you be like, oh, phew, good thing he killed that nigga.
No, it ain't never that. No. No.
Good thing he killed that nigga.
No.
Sometimes you're in a situation where you minding your business and somebody trying to take your personal property, and the only way for you to make it out of that alive is for you to take a life. And so I think there are definitely, because there's
different circumstances, but if the person defending himself, of course, they won't, we not invoke the death penalty. But I'm talking about the person that's doing the robbing, or the person that's shooting this dude over here because he screwing this girl over here, and he jealous, and you know the scenarios of all these goddamn killings. It would stop a lot of that.
Yeah. I think, not to be the dead horse, but like I said, for me, I just think it comes with we as a community, Black community, we have to find value and respect for one another in all aspects of life, whether you like or dislike this person. It shouldn't take away from you respecting that person's will and want to live and create a life that's different than yours, as long as they ain't bothering or threatening you. News you can use. Couple big things. I don't know if we talked about one major thing with the YSL game, because that, I don't know if people are paying attention, but anytime that's on the news day in and day out, and they are interviewing a prosecutor several times a week, there's some serious business going on. So the other thing with and highlighted in the media right now, on social media, there was a young girl, 14 years old, that recorded her CPS work for encouraging her to. A 14-year-old girl is being encouraged to prostitute by a CPS worker that has been employed by the state for over 10 years.
That was here?
This is happening down in Texas.
Oh, I'm about to say Texas. Yeah, Texas. Okay.
Yeah, this happened. This particular situation happened in Texas. But it kind of goes hand in hand, because what happened this week and weekend was there was what is the name of the Operation Cross County. There's a sex trafficking sting that happened, and it included 84 children that were saved from this sex trafficking ring called the Operation Cross County.
Damn.
And much of it happening in the southern states, Atlanta, Texas, Florida, where they're saving a lot of the children. We've heard a lot of news out of Atlanta, because they had a local rapper there. Him and his mother were both charged and accused of sex trafficking young girls. This is so disheartening to me, because it's like, where do these kids turn to? Okay, at this point. They can't function well in their household for whatever reasons. And then they come into this program that we know it's a crock of shit as parents, because no government entity is going to care about your kids on a parental level the way that you do. But when these kids go out and seek help from these third parties and these CPS and all of this, and you're on camera telling these kids to sell themselves, things that make you go fucking, right?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
where your kids safe at?
In your home? Maybe.
They don't feel safe in your home, or they don't want to abide by your rules or be regulated, because society done taught them they can make their own choices. They're their own person, and they have their own rights to life. And then here you are trying to parent somebody that really in their mind, and they turn to CPS, and then they tell them, oh, well, if you want to eat tonight, you should sell your body to the highest bidder.
That's crazy. That's the world we live in, though.
It definitely is the world we live in.
Yeah, it's definitely the world we live in.
That's true. Right. So wanted to go into music a little bit, because I sent you this link. I sent you the link in regards to some of the longest standing Billboard Music Award songs. And I'm going to be honest with you, one of the longest ones was J. Cole. And not that I don't support him as a music artist or anything, but you hear about him maybe the least in the mainstream music industry when it comes to big time rappers. He's been on the 200 Billboard charts longer than Drake. Since 214, he's been running for over 390 weeks.
That's
since 2014. He is still on the top 200.
That's a long time. Let's give J. Cole a round of applause.
500 weeks.
I like J. Cole's music. He don't talk stupid when he rap. He talk like he rap like he got some sense. And he's a basketball player too. Let's give him another round of applause.
I saw his basketball skills. He all right.
Thank you. Yes, finally. I was hating right
Y'all
there.
know Grizz on his bullshit.
What? Why would you play that? What?
Here he go. Here he go.
I'm just saying, he's an okay basketball star. They gave him more of that deal because of what publicity he could bring to the team versus skill set. I'm gonna say he didn't even spend that much time playing for the team, physically actively playing. So it definitely, I think, more was for the publicity and for what his donation would be. But anyway, big shout out to J. Cole. Drake was also mentioned, and you know what's funny?
What?
Is Drake was mentioned not for a real album. Drake's
Like a mixtape, not a
KP or something, I think.
Okay. I forget the song, but I'm talking about, yeah.
It was Take Care. That has been the longest running hip hop song on the billboards. And like I said, I think that was over 500 some weeks for Drake, if I'm not mistaken. More Life. That's what
Let's give
it was.
Drake a round of applause, too. I like Drake. Drake is cool.
75 weeks he's been on. So some of these artists are phenomenal, and I just wanted to say, because we talked to Ebony J, and we always talking about music, we always, kind of giving our input on what we think about music. But honestly, if these guys have royalty rights to these
they do.
What? They so stupid paid. This is the part of the business part that we spent so much time last year talking to our audience in regards to having your business in order when it comes to the music, and you want to pursue a music career. When you are handling your business, you benefit from all of these however many weeks on Billboard. I mean, number one, you got to make really good music, right? But number two, you have to have handled all of your business so that you're benefiting from all of your good music. So, all in all, I think it was a great conversation. Again, we just want to thank Ebony J for stopping through, giving the audience some ways to communicate and collaborate with her, giving ideas and information as always. And that's what I have for the news you can use today.
And that's what's up. That's what's up. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. It's a rough Wednesday for me getting here, but we made it. Next week, I don't know who we're going to have on Tory Lane. Whatever.
Can you please help me with this?
Helen. She'll be on here week after next. How about that with all your button pushing? Jesus. Hopefully we try and have Kean Lawson on here. He ain't responded. They're in Hawaii time, so they might be asleep or while we up. But anyway, enjoyed the show, and as usual, we're going to get up out of here and do what we do, and we're going to see y'all next Wednesday. As we always say every Wednesday, don't be stuck on stupid and relaxed on dumb.
We out
of here.